In this video, I'm going to give you guys the behind the scenes view of what it's like to move in Mobile, Alabama. That's right, my personal house. I'm moving just across town, but I'm going to give you all the details from the moving company to the utilities, the title company, the way all of that is handled in this video, so stay tuned. Hey, my name is Jeff Jones with Keller Williams right here in the beautiful, sunny city of Mobile, Alabama. And like I mentioned, today is the big move, and I want to talk to you about a couple of details, kind of how things work and what you can expect moving in the city of Mobile or in the county. And the first thing is, well, we got this sign right here, and just to tell you a little bit about how this happened, I put my house on the market, and about 3 days later, we turned it to pending, and then of course today, I'm going to put a sold sign on it. But here are a couple details of what it's like. So first of all, people ask, well, what about utilities, garbage, moving, all those things? So let's get started. If you come with me over here, you'll see something. Now, what we've got this garbage can. It says McDuffie Sanitation on it. Now, this is because I live in the county and not in the city currently. So what happens is you can contract with a private company like McDuffie, and here's the deal. They pick up twice a week, which is great. So garbage day for me is Tuesday and Friday. Now I'm moving to the city of Mobile. Well, guess what? I don't have to pay for garbage like that. They provide service, but the downside is 1 day a week, that's it. And the upside though, what we don't have here in the county is that with the city, you actually have garbage day. And from my understanding, it's about every 2 weeks. You can put out stuff by the curb, and that's a huge, huge thing. Now, let's move on over here to the moving company. So Azalea City Movers, they came highly recommended. And I posted on our Facebook page, what about local movers? And I had several people say that these guys were the best. Now, they've only been here for about 2 hours, but from what I've seen so far, they're absolutely amazing. So now we're going to talk about something else that you may not expect. So come over here. Now, what this is, obviously, when you live in the county, you have something a little bit different when it comes to sewer. Oh, almost busted right there. When it comes to sewer, you don't have the city sewer. Out here in the county in a lot of places, you have what's called a septic tank. Now, a lot of times that scares people, but I will tell you that it's not a scary thing at all. You have this tank in the yard, it's about 1,000 gallons, and then it runs out this way, and in the front yard, you've got your field lines. So you've got, all these lines that run in the yard, you can't even tell. The grass is green, and it just takes care of itself. Really, the only maintenance involved is to have the septic cleaned out about once every 3 to 5 years, which I have done, which is why there are the holes here, but you've got the front of the tank, the back of the tank, and they come out, it's around $300 to $350. A company I've been working with is called Quality Septic, and they have truly been quality. So that is a great thing. But, those are some of the details, kind of how it works. And what we're going to do now is going to talk a little bit about the next step, but we're going to head to the title company in just a minute where we're going to sign the documents. And I'm going to talk about the difference, kind of how things are done in Mobile when it comes to title companies as compared to other places around the country. So let's talk about that, and I'll update you soon on the very next step. Okay, so here we are at Delta South Title Company in Mobile. It's right off Grelot Road. If you're looking on the map, it's Grelot Road and Cody Road, kind of out here in West Mobile. Now here's what we're doing. So I'm actually on the other side of the table, which is crazy for me. I'm always on the other side of the table as the agent here with the sellers or the buyers. But so here we are, and a lot of people have questions about title companies and do you need an attorney and all that stuff. Well, here's the crazy part. In Alabama, there's this thing called a title agent. And so you don't have to have the attorney that sits at the table and does everything. This is actually a title agent that does that. Now, is there attorney involved? Absolutely. And you'll notice, like when I work with sellers, on the net sheet, it will say like deed prep. And so that fee goes to an actual attorney that preps the title work and all that stuff. So that, yes, there is an attorney involved. And let me kind of interject here. There are some title companies in Mobile that are at attorneys' offices. So it just depends kind of which route you go, but it's not required. Now what we're doing, I'm sitting here at the table, and we've got Tammy Watley over here with Caliber Home Loans. And so Tammy is a lender that I work with on a regular basis. We have a great relationship, buyers and sellers, you know, and it's great to have that, a strong local lender. So there's several lenders that you can work with, but it's good to have somebody that you know is going to get the job done. And so that's the great thing about working with Caliber is the communication is awesome. So you need an update? Well, look at that. There's an email. It like came in before I even needed it. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit at the table and we're going to sign these documents, sign my life away. And then, so this is the selling of my current home. And then a few minutes after this, we're going to actually do the purchasing of my new home. And so it'll be back to back. And you can do that depending on how funds are transferred and all that good stuff. Whew, that is a mouthful. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on here. And I'll give you an update a little bit later on the very next step. That is the first step. So we just wrapped up the sale of my current home in that file there, and then we're going to do the purchase. So we got to wait a few minutes. The buyer's got to sign some documents and get all that done. So we can take a deep breath, then on to the next. And that is it, the final signing. So we came to Delta South Title, and of course we sold my current house, and then we purchased the new house. We did all of that here within the course of about 2 hours total. And now we're heading to the new house, and I'm so thankful it is finally done. Well, had to go back to this old house one more time. Of course, got the lockbox off the door. Had to make another trip. Now we've got the carpet cleaners here. The housekeepers are getting everything tidy for the new buyers. And oh man, I'm so exhausted. I mean, literally cannot express to you how tired I am. And we're not even done yet. We're heading over to the new house, gonna do some other things. And actually, I'm gonna end up being back over here one more time to do kind of a final walkthrough, to go over a couple details. But whew, man, it's been a day. So we're heading over to the new house again. And let me tell you, the movers, they had to make 2 trips, and we had a whole caravan of cars. Let's just say we had a lot of stuff. So decided to sit down and take a deep breath. To take a break. We got Lowe's here now delivering a new refrigerator. In about, I don't know, 15 minutes, Best Buy is coming in, delivering a new television. Been waiting on this one for a long time, so I'm super thankful for that. But anyway, taking a deep breath, a lot of things going on. The movers just left. They were here for 10 hours total. It was crazy. Had so much stuff we could have like stocked an entire Kirkland store. Shout out to my wife. But anyway, things are going great. And so I'm going to give you a little sneak peek around the house a little bit, but stay tuned to what is coming next. But whew, it has been exhausting. I can't wait till this day is over. So one of the things I'm most looking forward to about the new house is the pool table. And it was here, so I've never actually seen it under this cover. So you guys are going to get to see this for the first time. I'm super excited about this. And I will be playing pool quite often. So looking forward to this. In fact, I might shoot some pool tonight. Okay, now I mentioned Best Buy was coming. Well, the TV is going right here. So celebrating my daughter's birthday in a couple days. We're gonna watch the movie. Can't wait. Okay, so I'm standing in front of my Kamado Joe grill, and if you follow me on my other social channels, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all those things, you can find me at Jeff Jones Agent. I do a lot of grilling, and this is kind of my jam. I love it, so I cannot wait to do that. But this time, it's going to be under a cover, and I've got a fan there. So couldn't ask for anything better there. But here's the cool part. My wife said she wanted the pool, so, well, that's what we got. Check this out. And for anybody who knows me really well, you know that I am not a big fan of sweating, and I don't like the hot weather. You know, you might be asking, why do you live in Mobile? Well, I was born here, but hey, I love it. But here's the great part. So I've got these great chairs that are under this Japanese maple, I believe, and I'm gonna be loving on this, hanging out by the pool in the shade at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to that. Man, I tell you what, we're just about done for the day, and I just cannot do any more. So this bed right here, I'm about to lay down and take a long, long night's rest, but of course we gotta make it first. But I wanted to kind of wrap up on a couple details. You know, obviously, hey, I want you to like and subscribe. And the reason why is because we are dropping new videos all the time on details about moving and living in the city of Mobile. So hit that button, you know, like and subscribe so you'll get the latest content. But let me just talk with you a little bit about this process, okay? You know, I've been a real estate agent for a while. I've helped so many people from around the country move to Mobile. But I tell you what, it's very different when you do it yourself. And I learned some things today. One of the things I learned is that moving is way more stressful than I could have imagined. Now, I always thought it was stressful, but man, having to do it myself, it was crazy. So many logistics. There are a lot of details like utilities and just so many, you know, what about the truck arriving and all that stuff, and not to mention the closing and, you know, wiring the funds. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So many things. But I will say this. One of the things that we really specialize in is that we try to handle all the details. As much as possible, we try to take care of those things. So you don't have to stress over the things related to real estate. You can take care of the moving and, you know, which box goes where. And so let us know if you have any questions. Reach out, you know, call the number on the screen, shoot me a message. Like I always say, I love reaching down and seeing the number, and I don't recognize it, and it's one of you guys. So always let us know if we can help you. I can't wait to hear from you. And I'm about to take a break. Y'all have a great day.